Hello and welcome back everyone to Theory Hammer, where today we're going to be going over another Warhammer 40k 10th edition FORGEWORLD index review, and we're going to be doing the Astra Militarum support stuff. That's what I'm calling it anyway. Now, before we get into it, if you are new to these series, these are a little bit different than our other index reviews. In our other index reviews, we do not go over the points cost. If you want to see points cost, go into our Tactica series. You'll see a little bit more in there. In this, though, we are going to be going over the points cost because these can be shorter. There's only about 10 data sheets in this alone, and so I will be discussing points just so that you can consider these units for your army. So these would be kind of like a Tactica slash not really a Tactica at all, more just a review. Anyway, be sure to hit the like button, guys. Heavy stub it 3 times, hit it with a las cannon, smash it with your armored hull, subscribe to Theory Hammer, and leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think about the Imperial Guard, and of course hit that bell icon, that way you're always notified each time we make a new video. Doing all that kind of stuff really helps. It tells me that you want me to make more of this kind of content, and it tells YouTube to suggest it to other people. Alright, let's just get into it. This is the Avenger Strike Fighter. It moves 20, it's toughness 9 with a 3-up save, and a 14 wounds. Big old chunky 14 wounds. It is a flyer though, so it's leadership 7 and OC of 0. Its ranged weapons are the Avenger Bolt Cannon, which is sustained hits 1, 36-inch range, 10 shots, everything hits on 4s, strength 6, AP 1, damage 2, and then that Heavy Stubber, Rapid Fire 3, 36-inch range, 3 shots, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage, las cannon, 48 inches, 1 shot, strength 12, AP 3, D6 plus 1 damage, and then you got your armored hull. This one is strength 8, so 6 attacks, strength 8, AP 0, 1 damage, hits on 4s. It has Deadly Demise, D6, then it has Fiery Vengeance, once per turn in your opponent's shooting phase. When another friendly Astra Militarum unit within 6 inches of this model is destroyed by an attack made by a fly unit, one model from your army with this ability can use it. If it does, after the attacking unit has finished making its attacks, this model can shoot as if it were your shooting phase. It can only target that enemy unit. Okay, it's -1 to hit if it's got 1 to 5 wounds remaining. It's got no war gear options. It just has an Avenger Bolt Cannon, 2 Heavy Stubbers, and 2 Las Cannons. It's got Vehicle, Fly, Aircraft, Imperium, and then the Avenger Strike Fighter. So, how many points is the Avenger Strike Fighter, I wonder? I don't know. Let's find out. Avenger Strike Fighter is 130 points. That is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alright, so let's move on into the next one. This is the Voss Pattern Lightning. 20-inch move, toughness 9, 3-up save, 14 wounds, leadership 7, OC 0, so same chassis, I guess. Las Cannons, and Lightning Hellstrike Rack. This is anti-fly 2+, 48 inches, 2 shots, hitting on 4s just like the Las Cannon. Strength 10, AP 3, and damage D6. Armored Hull, Strength 8 Armored Hull with 6 attacks. Deadly Demise D6, and then Agile Dog Fighter. Each time an attack targets this model, subtract 1 from the hit roll. 1 to 5 wounds, it's -1 to hit. It can be equipped with the Lightning Hellstrike Rack. It's got 2 las cannons otherwise, so it's kind of poop. Voss Pattern Lightning, how much do you cost? Oh god, there's so many. Alright, so 130 points for that as well. Nah, the other one's way better. Thunderbolt Heavy Fighter. So this is 20-inch move, toughness 10, 3-up save and 15 wounds, leadership 7, OC 0. Las Cannons, Thunderbolt Hellstrike Rack, that's anti-fly 2+, 2 shots at 48 inches, strength 10 AP 3 and D6 damage, and then Thunderbolt Nose Autocannons, twin-linked, 48 inches, 4 shots there, strength 9, AP 1, and damage 3, so just an autocannon with 4 shots and twin-linked, not horrible. Deadly Demise D6, and then Fightercraft. Each time this model makes a ranged attack that targets a unit that can fly, you add 1 to hit rolls, and then if it's wounded, so 1 to 5 wounds, -1 to hit. Can be equipped with its Thunderbolt Hellstrike Rack. It's just got a Thunderbolt Nose Autocannon and then the 2 las cannons. It's a Vehicle, Fly, Aircraft, Imperium, Thunderbolt. The other one's basically the exact same keywords there, just with a different keyword for its last thing, which is just its name, as always. The Thunderbolt, though, how many points is this guy? 200. Why? I don't understand. Alright, Vulture. 20-inch move, toughness 10, 2-up save, 14 wounds. Leadership 7, OC 0. Its ranged weapons are a heavy bolter, so that's sustained hits 1, 36-inch range with 3 shots, strength 5, AP 1, and 2 damage. Multiple rocket pod. It's blast, 36 inches, D6 shots, strength 6, AP 0, 1 damage. Vulture Gatling cannon. Sustained hits 1, 24 inches, 18 shots, strength 5, AP 0, and damage 1. And then you got your Vulture Hellstrike rack. It's anti-fly 2+. Strength 10, AP 3, D6 damage, 2 shots, 48 inches. It's the same exact weapon, basically, on all these things. Alright, so it's got its armored hull. This is only strength 4 with 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. Deadly Demise D6 and Hover. Gunship Barrage. In your shooting phase, after this model is shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks. Take a battle shock test. I fucking hate that so much. But that's what it does. If you wound it, if it's 1 to 5 wounds, it subtracts wounds from hit. It has heavy bolter, 2 multiple rocket pods, and the Vulture Hellstrike rack. Its 2 multiple rocket pods and Vulture Hellstrike rack can be replaced with 2 Vulture Gatling cannons. Ew, it gets 36 shots with that? That's kind of a lot. How much is a Vulture? The Vulture is 225 fucks. So, I'm not so sure on the Vulture there. So far, the first one that we've seen here. Was it the Avenger? I think it was the Avenger. It's got a heavy stubber. It's got an Avenger bolt cannon, 2 las cannons. And it's 130 points. Alright, so you got the Marauder Bomber here. Mr. Bombardier moves 20 inch with toughness 10, 2 up save, 20 wounds. Okay, so it's real chunky. Leadership 7, OC 0. Heavy bolters, las cannons. Alright, armored hull, strength 8, 6 attacks. Deadly Demise D6 plus 2, so heavy bombs. Each time the bearer ends a move, you can select one enemy unit it moved over during that move and roll 96, adding 1 to the result if that unit is a monster or a vehicle. For each 5 up, you suffer 1 mortal wound. Okay. Inferno bombs. Each time the bearer ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit moved over. Roll 9 dice, adding 1 to the result if it's not a monster or vehicle. For each 5 up, you suffer 1 mortal wound. Pretty good, I guess. 1 to 7 wounds, it's -1 to hit. Let's see, so it's got heavy bombs, it's got 2 heavy bolters. Oh, you have to replace it, fuck that. Heavy bombs, 2 heavy bolters, 2 las cannons. Okay, Marauder is gonna be like 500 points. Marauder Bomber, 345 points. Garbage. Vehicle Titanic Fly Aircraft Imperium. Marauder Destroyer, oh, that sounds better. So it's the same profile. So toughness 10, 2 up save, 20 wounds, and leadership 7, OC 0. Assault cannons, those are devastating wounds. This is a Space Marine weapon. So devastating wounds, 24 inch range, 6 shots, strength 6, AP 0, 1 damage, hitting on 4s like everything else in this entire book. Heavy bolters, Hellstrike missile rack, same exact thing, anti-fly 2 up, 2 shots, strength 10, AP 3, and D6 damage. Marauder nose cannon, twin linked, so this is 48 inches, 4 attacks, strength 10, AP 2, and a flat 3 damage. Okay. Yeah, it's got combat stuff that you don't care about. Deadly Demise D6 plus 2, it drops bombs. Each time this model ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit it moved over. Roll 6 d6 for each 3+, it suffers 1 mortal wound. That's just better. 1 to 7 wounds remaining, subtract 1 from the hit roll. It's got 2 assault cannons, 2 heavy bolters, it's auto cannons. It can be equipped with Hellstrike missile rack, which you of course will do. Vehicle, Titanic Fly, Aircraft, Imperium. The Marauder Bomber. Where am I? Marauder Destroyer, excuse me. 375, yeah. Alright, so that thing is expensive. Then you have this Tarantula battery. It doesn't move. It's toughness 5. It's got a 3 up save and 4 wounds. Leadership 7 and OC 0. Twin heavy bolter. It's a heavy bolter that rerolls wounds. Las cannon is its other option, so a las cannon that rerolls wounds. Hits on 4s. Melee weapon. It's got 1 attack, strength 4. It should just, whatever. Deadly Demise 1. Sentry programming. You can target this unit with a fire overwatch stratagem for 0 CP, and you can do so even if it has already been used. Okay. Whatever. Do we really care about the Tarantula at all? You can take 3 of them. They'll have heavy bolters. Any number of models can have their twin heavy bolters replaced with twin las cannons. It's got Vehicle, Imperium, and Tarantula. Rapier Laser Destroyer Battery. This moves 6. It's toughness 4. 4 up save, 3 wounds, leadership 7, OC of 1. Laser Destroyer, it's heavy and twin linked, 36-inch range. 2 shots, PS5. Strength 12, AP 2, and D6 plus 1 damage. Okay. It's got some combat. It's got 2 attacks and strength 3. Powerful volley while this unit is being affected by an order. Provided it remains stationary, heavy weapons equipped by models in this unit have lethal hits. 1 to 3 destroyers. Okay. They all come with the lasers, no war gear. They're infantry, artillery, grenades. Okay. Grenade is always a good keyword to have. Regiment, Imperium. What do we got here? How much is a rapier laser destroyer? There are 105 points for 3. Okay. Move 6, toughness 4, 3 wounds. Get out of here, dude. Hades breaching drill. Moves 6, toughness 9, 3-up save, 8 wounds. Leadership 7, OC of 2. Melta cutter drill. 6 shots with a meltagun. A better meltagun. 6 attacks, hits on 4s. Oh, it's a melee weapon. 6 attacks, hits on 4s. Strength 9, AP 4. Damage D6 plus 2. It has deep strike, subterranean assault. Each time you set up this model on the battlefield using the deep strike ability, you can select one friendly Astra Militarum infantry unit in strategic reserve. If you do, set up that unit anywhere on the battlefield that is wholly within 9 of this model and not more than 9 inches away. And so 9 inches of this model and more than 9 inches away from enemy units. Interesting little thing here. No war gear options, has a melta cutter. It's a vehicle Imperium, and that's what it's got. What the fuck is this thing? Hades drill. 110 points? Oh no. Vehicle Imperium, that's... okay. Trojan support vehicle. Moves 10, toughness 9, 3-up save, 11 wounds, leadership 7, OC 2. Heavy bolter, heavy flamer, that's going to be Torrent ignores cover. That's 12-inch range. D6 shot, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Hunter killer missile, 48 inches, strength 14, AP 3, and damage D6 with just 1 shot, and you only get to shoot it once. Armored tracks in combat, whatever. Deadly demise, D3, support vehicle in your command phase. Select one Astra Militarum vehicle within 3. Regains D3 lost wounds until the start of your next command phase. Each time that vehicle makes an attack, reroll a hit of 1. The same vehicle cannot be selected for both this ability and the Regimental Engineer's Omnissiah ability. Each model can only be selected for this ability once per command phase. Okay, cool. So you can't use this twice. You can't double up with him and the Engineer. You can only do stuff once. It has a heavy bolter, so its heavy bolter can be replaced with a heavy flamer. It can take a hunter killer missile. It's a vehicle squadron, smoke Imperium, and that's it. Okay, let's see. How many points is a Trojan? Trojan is 80 points. That is pretty cheap, though, for a little 80-point thing that can just chill on objectives, I guess, and get points. Pretty quick, right? 10-inch move. Yeah. Heal stuff. Heal itself. It's kind of interesting. It's interesting. That's about it. It's interesting. Is it good? Is it worth taking? Not sure, but it is very interesting. That's going to do it, folks, for the... what are these guys? Astra Militarum. I can never remember their name now. They're the Imperial Guard. And that's going to do it for their Forge World support stuff. The next one we're going to do is probably going to be their super heavy stuff or other stuff. They have other stuff you can look at. So check out that video next. Thanks so much if you made it until the end here. Leave a comment down below, subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon. That way you're always notified each time we have more propaganda to send your way. And until then, I will see you good little conscripts in the next video.